Hello and welcome to Only Connect, the quiz so hard it's possible to lose even if your opponents forget to show up. Tonight the pressure is intense, the tension's unbearable and everyone's desperate to win. I'm sorry, I seem to be reading a script from the X Factor. But it is a big deal because this is the semi-final. We're quizzing for a place in the final, and if you didn't grasp that from the word semi-final, you're really in for a tough half hour. Our semi-finalists are, on my right, Ed Dovey, a charity support worker and accomplished illustrator who's designed a box for a King Arthur-themed board game. Stuart McCartney, a published author who used to work in a biscuit factory and once spent the night locked in a wardrobe. And their captain, Marianne Fairthorne, a software developer who enjoys building stone circles and drawing monsters. United by a love of music and mud, they are the festival fans. Marianne, you lost your first heat, won your second, and had a tie-break in the third. What can we expect from you today?
Hopefully something less stressful than last time.
Good luck tonight. Your opponents are, on my left, Beverly Downs, a Cardiff City supporter and fluent Welsh speaker who spent a year learning to bake different kinds of bread. David Pritchard, a civil servant who has competed in international debating competitions and was once hugged by James Callaghan. And their captain, Hugh Pritchard, a national Eisteddfod winner, national poetry competition champion, director of Bangor City Football Club and proud owner of a whippet called Ted. United by their patriotism, they are the Celts. Now, Hugh, you've had a straight run of wins to get here. You haven't dropped a game. How are you feeling about this match?
Well, we're on a good run at the moment and just hope it continues. Looking forward to it, really.
Let's get on with the semi-final. Round one is how we're going to begin. What's the connection between four apparently random clues? Festival fans, you won the toss, but you've chosen to put the Celts in first. Which hieroglyph would you like?
2 reeds.
2 reeds. What is the connection between these pictorial clues? Here's the first.
Next.
I think that could be right. There could be impossible machines or something.
Oh, okay. Okay, next. Should we say next?
Yes,
next.
Yeah, I think...
Shall we go?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Perpetual motion machine. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Perpetual motion machines.
They are designs for perpetual motion machines. There's the last one. Can you see how any of them work, these machines here?
The first one's on the idea of
flow of liquid or something.
when you take a liquid through a pump, a siphon, and it will theoretically go round and round and round, although theoretically, of course, it can't because it's losing energy all the time.
That's right. The second one's got magnets in it. It's a sort of ramp with a magnet. We've got a rotating cylinder, and then there's an overbalanced wheel that's meant to keep turning. None of them would remain in perpetual motion. They are impossible machines. So that's 2 points to you. Over to the festival fans to pick a question.
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What's the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
There could be a lot of things this is. I think we should. Next.
Cause of the Franco-Prussian War. What telegrams? Hey? Go on, go for it.
Telegrams.
Coming in after 2 clues, I'm going to give you 3 points. The connection is telegrams. Here are the other clues. What can you tell me about them?
Well, the US intervention, was that the...
That's the Zimmerman note.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't know the cause of the Franco-Prussian.
M's telegram.
M's telegram. Crippen was aboard ship and they sent a telegram to the ship and arrested him and brought him back to the UK.
The captain of the ship recognised him and telegraphed the police who were waiting,
and they got him.
And the obvious, the centenarian one is you got telegrams from the Queen.
But
That's
obviously,
right.
you know, nowadays we don't really do telegrams. But
No, I think the Queen sends a text message. That's great, writes the Queen. There's sort of 8, where the EAT should be. That's right, the first 2 military ones, all associated by telegram. Well done. Higher scores than I was expecting for this difficult round. Let's see how we continue. Back to you, Celts, for a question.
Lion, please.
Music is coming your way. What's the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
It's your freshman year and you're gonna be here for the next 4 years. Next.
I'm so hot and bothered that I don't know my elbow from my ear. I suffer something awfully.
Let's eat the fries. It's Little Deuce Coupe. What's it called? Little Deuce Coupe.
Next.
Oh, crumbs.
3 seconds.
Newspaper terms.
Really?
I don't know, no, I don't.
It's to do with cars.
No, it is not to do with cars. They are not all connected by that. So, festival fans, you've got a bonus chance.
We'll try places in Wales.
No, I don't think any of them is a place in Wales.
Well, we might have missed...
Because he just thought it might be Help Me Rhonda, one of them, so we thought on those grounds that it would be...
No, the Beach Boys one is the one that your opponents recognised as Little Deuce Coupe, which is why I think you went for cars. It wasn't newspapers either, by the way. No. You heard by Taylor Swift, 15. By Ella Fitzgerald, You Took Advantage of Me. Then we had Little Deuce Coupe, and the last one, Only Love. Tennis scores are hidden there. Festival fans, you don't get the bonus point, but you do get the chance to choose a question.
Iophorus, please.
OK, what's the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Do we know anything about this? I think we should just go next.
No, go for it.
Next.
Boys 3. Pet Shop.
I think we should go next. Next.
Eat sandwich cheese. Pretty good, isn't it?
No,
there is one called Eat.
No, because I don't know anything about the Eat Sandwich chain. This is
Go for
next.
Bench clothing label. No idea. Fun indie pop group. It could be big fun, big. Just
3 seconds.
Go for big.
Oh, big.
Not the answer, I'm afraid, as I think you know. Celts, can you get a bonus here?
Do they have something like an exclamation mark at the end of them or something like that?
Have another go.
Right. Thank you. They have a symbol of some sort.
They have a punctuation mark at the end.
Yes, they do. They have a full stop. It's not an exclamation mark, but I will take punctuation. They all have a superfluous full stop bit of punctuation they really don't need. On the front of the Pet Shop Boys Behaviour album, they've got a full stop. You'll see that as well in the logo of Eat and Bench and Fun, the indie pop group with which I'm not familiar, style themselves with a full stop. So yes, extraneous punctuation for the point, and Celt, you may now choose your own question.
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, go.
Next.
I think these, go for one more.
Next. Next again.
This is the alternative Nobel Prizes, I think. It's research into these.
Okay.
Yeah. These were... It's the alternative Nobel Prize for the most strange, odd, off-the-wall scientific research of the year.
That's absolutely right. It's known as the Ig Nobel Prize, I suppose Ig Nobel Prize. But yes, it's a prize given for odder forms of research. Yes, the 2000 Ig Nobel Prize for Physics went to some people that were levitating a frog. How swearing relieves pain, that got the Peace Prize. Apparently it does. And anyone want to have a go at telling me the odds that Gorbachev was the Antichrist? It's 710-609-175-188-28,000 to 1. Alternative Nobel Prizes, Ig Nobel Prizes. Well done, Celts. And back to you, festival fans, for the last question. Water. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, because that could be much things.
Is it... they've had... what's what they call it when they give everybody a free to pardon? You know, I think there's been an amnesty. Go for the next one.
Next.
Okay.
So,
That's a big prize, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we should go next again.
Okay, we'll have to do.
Yeah, next.
NBA, National Basketball Association.
3 seconds.
Yeah, it's all done by draft.
Something done by his lottery.
Well, now, you were scrabbling around in the area, but the word I heard from your captain was lottery, which is the connection. Yes, allocated via lotteries. On the green card system, 50,000 green cards a year given out by lottery. Vietnam, do you know anything about that?
Well, basically, you drew lots, and if you were picked, you went to Vietnam, but it's...
They did it with people's birthdays.
Oh, right.
And the order in which they'd go went by pulling birthdays out of some sort of hat, and that third one is a record-breaking Euro Millions jackpot.
I think that's what I got there.
That's it, the NBA draft done by lotteries. So well done. At the end of round 1, the festival fans have got 4 points. The Celts also have 4 points. Round 2 is the sequences round. There are still 4 clues, but the teams may see a maximum of 3 of them because I want to know what's fourth. They must work it out sequentially. Celts, you'll be going first again. Which hieroglyph would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. These are going to be pictures. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
That looks like a Microsoft thing. Next. It's a trill. And it's a C. Next. Those.
It's Crime Watch.
Is it?
Is it Crime Watch?
What's an E with a cross on it? Next.
No, you can't.
Oh, sorry.
That's the question, I'm afraid. 3 seconds.
The letter A.
I'm afraid that's not the answer, so there's a bonus chance for the festival fans.
A drill.
I'm afraid that's not it, but you're a lot closer. What's your thinking?
Well, we thought trill and then maybe bill, so we think that maybe ending in ill is something to do with it here, but we don't really know.
Oh, and you're a mathematician. We're dividing by 1,000. That's quadrille paper for a quadrillion, a trillion. It is the bill, billion. Dividing by 1,000 again, a mill. We went with a pepper mill. It's the powers of 1,000, and we're going backwards: quadrillion, trillion, billion, million. Festival fans, what question would you like?
Twisted flax, please.
Twisted flax. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
It's marriage.
Do you know? Should we say next one?
Yes, it is.
Next, please.
Oh, yeah, 88. It's 100 days. It's 100 days. 88.
We sure?
Yeah, but what's the third one?
Okay, well, what's the sequence? What's that? The something day marriage.
It's 10 days. It's 100. No, it's 1 day. It's 1,000 days, 100 days, 10 days would be 1 day.
You see, we're happy it's 1 day.
1 day.
Something that lasted for a day.
Like a day.
Like a day? You can do better than that. What lasts a day?
Christmas Day.
That'll do. I'm going to give you 3 points for coming after 2 clues. We are looking at things that lasted 1,000 days, 100 days, then 10 days, then 1. This time we're dividing by 10. Yes, the David Nicholls novel, 1 day. Very well done. 3 points to you, and we're going back to the Celts to pick a question.
Lion, please.
Lion. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Oh, are they the humans, aren't they?
Do you know the order?
No.
Go for the next one then.
Next. Oh.
Music. Is this supposed to be music?
I don't know.
Next.
You go. Next. Oh, gosh.
Oh, it's a poet.
Poet laureate. Okay.
3 seconds.
Wasteland, I don't know.
Wasteland.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So there's a bonus chance for the festival fans.
Name a poem, somebody.
Summoned by bells.
I'm afraid you've already taken too long debating it. Now, you, I heard during the debate, mentioned Poets Laureate.
Yeah.
That is what it is. Poems by successive Poets Laureate. Melancholia by Robert Bridges.
All right.
Cargoes, I think you recognise, John Masefield. Where Are the War Poets?
Cecil Day-Lewis?
Is Cecil Day-Lewis. So we wanted to hear
John Betjeman.
something by John Betjeman. We went with Slough. Had you shouted Summoned by Bells, I might have said, can you be any more specific? Because, of course, we wanted a poem rather than a book.
The Licorice Fields of Pontefract. That would have been.
That would have been lovely. Imagine if you'd said it at the right moment. Oh, it's like leaving a party. Yes, poem by successive poets laureate. Near, but not quite. All right, festival fans, what would you like?
Horn Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Let's go next. It sounds like... Is this something to do with golf? I don't know.
It could be.
Should we go next? Next. Because it could be... Because I think it's a succession of numbers, so it could be... because it would be a succession of 4 numbers, maybe.
Right, well, we're going to have to hit the button.
3 seconds.
So...
I do need an answer.
4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know.
8.
It's not 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8, so I'm going to throw it over to the Celts for a possible bonus.
We think it's the odds of getting something, so it's inside straight flush.
Have another go.
1 inside straight flush.
That'll do, I'll absolutely take it. It's not exactly the odds, it's the number of outs you have.
Oh, right, OK.
So if you've got a particular hand, you're trying to make another hand, it's the number of cards available to make your hand. So if you want an inside straight, there's 4 cards you can hit. 3 if you want to pair an overcard, 2 for either side of a straight flush, and an inside straight flush is only 1 card you can hit. So 1, we went with 4 of a kind. If you had 3 already, inside straight flush will do. So well done, Celts, you get the bonus. Are you poker players?
Very mildly.
How much money do you have with you? We'll discuss it after the show.
£2.25.
That'll do, that'll do. Let's get to the end of this.
OK.
Your turn to choose a question.
Water, please.
Water. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next. That's a satellite system, isn't it? Oh, it might be something to do with the sequence of letters or something. Should we go for next one? Next.
Yeah, so it's a mobile phone thing. So what is it?
3G?
2G or 3G?
3G. Oh, 3G. Should we say that?
Yeah.
3G.
Otherwise known as UMTS, the answer is 3G. Very well done. And why is that?
It's to do with something to do with mobile phone satellite signals.
It's data communication standards. That's right. Technology is going forwards, and after EDGE or EDGE, 3G. Well done. Festival fans, that leaves the Eye of Horus for you. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
We'll need next, I think.
Yeah, we will.
Next.
Red.
This could even be like songs or something by someone I've never heard of. I think we should go next. Next. Oh, is it nicknames for kings or something? So I would. So it's someone the fourth, and it's. I would think the name for king.
Go for the terrible. Fourth, the terrible. Yeah.
Fourth, the terrible.
That's right. What name are we looking for?
Ivan.
Ivan. Ivan the first was the money bag. Ivan the second was the red. Ivan the third was the great. Ivan the fourth was the terrible. Meaning at the end of round 2, the Celts have got 7 points. The festival fans are ahead with 9. Time for the connecting wall, the 16 jumbled up clues that need sorting into 4 groups of 4. Points for the groups and points for the connections are available. Festival fans, you'll be going first this time. Would you like lion or water?
Lion, please.
You have got 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Right, Caesar's Palace, Blackjack, those are games out there. Vermont is the Green Mountain State. Aintree is 40 Fences, Christmas Pudding. That sounds like...
Because you got the things are aniseed flavoured, so you got fennel, absinthe, sambuca, and maybe that's a sort of tea that could be aniseed flavoured.
Try that.
Try that, or maybe even Vermont. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm looking around as well. Caesar's Palace is
so you think
it's
you've got
casino,
something that sounds like...
Monaco's got a casino.
So Monaco, Caesar's Palace, Blackjack, and... what?
Oh, Paul Ricard is aniseed as well, so go back on those, go back on those.
So you think Paul Ricard, fennel, absinthe, sambuca? No.
Okay. Is that a type of tea? I don't know.
So Christmas pudding has... so there's green eyes,
Funeral
jealousy...
Green Mountain State is Vermont.
So green out, jealousy for
That
green.
could be green tea.
Tea is green and absinthe green, green fairy. So we've got 3 things at green. Anything else that strikes people that have anything to do with green here? Does that mean anything to me? By the way, because it doesn't mean anything to me. Oh God.
Blackjack, Caesar's Palace is to do with gambling.
Entries a horse race, 30 fences.
So things you burn a guy, you burn a pile, you burn a Christmas pudding, you set that on fire, you set that on fire, you set that on fire, and you set Sambuca on fire. Oh, for God's sake!
Let's keep going.
So we've got green things you set on fire, things that are aniseed flavours and gambling, and we can't sort this out.
Okay. Christmas pudding.
Well, okay, Christmas pudding and Sambuca and a pie.
Fire.
Yeah.
It's a got guy already.
Okay, so but what else do we might we set on? We still got this. What the hell is that? What is Vermont doing here? I don't know.
I don't know.
But you think that's green? Green
steak.
You've got 30 seconds.
Green fairy, green steak, green eyes of jealousy. We tried this before, and I've no idea. And the tea didn't work as the 4th, so we'll go for something else. That seems a bit weak, but
this is a terrible one, isn't it?
what the hell is Britt Reed doing as well?
You've got 10 seconds.
That's it. That's a tough one.
That's it. The time's up and the wall's frozen. What a nasty wall.
Terrible. No lateral thinkers in the
The other one's horrible as well, if it helps. And you can still get points for the connections, despite not finding the group. So let's resolve the wall. There we go. Caesar's Palace, Paul Ricard, Aintree, Monaco.
That's got to be casinos, hasn't it?
It's not casinos, I'm afraid. They are locations for the Formula One Grand Prix.
Of course.
Grand Prix is what they are. Now, the next group, Jealousy, Britt Reed, Vermont, Absinthe.
We think green eyes of jealousy, absinthe is the green fairy, so things with green in the
Green Mountain
nickname.
State.
Britt Reed is the Green Hornet. So that's right, green is the connection. What about the next one? Guy Pyre, Christmas pudding and chamets or homets.
It's things you set on fire.
It is. That last one you didn't know. That is something in the Passover ritual, leavened food, which is burned in advance of Passover as part of the ceremony. All things that can be set on fire. That leaves blackjack, fennel, gunpowder Kali, Sambuca.
I'm kicking myself for not seeing the aniseed sweet. It's aniseed flavoured things.
They are the things that are flavoured with aniseed. So no points for the groups, but you do get 3 points for the connections. Let's bring in the Celts and see how they fare with a semi-final connecting wall. 16 new clues, of course, equally fiendish, still need solving along the same lines. The water wall, that is what remains for you. 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Well, Bombay Sapphire is gin, isn't it? It's called.
Tanqueray is gin, Hendrix.
Beefeater. Shall we have a look?
Okay, let's try it. Remember which one we're not doing.
No.
Okay, so cork drive and mist then, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Tanqueray. Okay, Miss Beefeater. Okay. Okay.
Penny Black is a stamp.
It is, yes.
Okay.
What else have we got? Double
Oh, hang on, we've got red coats.
Yeah, red coats.
Butlins, Chelsea Pensioner.
Toastmaster.
Yes.
Beefeater.
And Master of Foxhounds.
Yes.
So I'm there. Which one did we miss there then? Which was the Beefeater? That's a gin.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Try Tanqueray.
Citadel a bit, gin. Okay, what else have we got? We've got
Brie, which is a cheese.
John Tanqueray is? No, it's a gin, yeah? You've got things.
Hang on. These are people in Moss in Mad Men, I'm sure.
Jones, Hendrix.
No, Jones, Hendrix. What else could be a name?
Brie?
Maybe. Yeah, right.
Okay.
3 strikes and you're out now.
Okay, what gin have we got now? So we've got Beefeater, Tanqueray, Cork Dry and Bombay Sapphire. These are all things that have been auctioned, I think.
Right.
So the Bombay Sapphire, the Crimean Metal, Double Florin and Penny Black.
Yes, we'll try
so
that.
they're all they're all.
Those are probably gins in that case.
Yeah.
So it's Citadel being a gin.
That's it. You've solved the wall. That's 4 points immediately, and there are more points available for the connections. Master of Foxhounds, Toastmaster, Butlins employee, Chelsea pensioner.
They wear red coats.
They traditionally wear red coats. Bree, Moss, Jones, Hendricks.
I think they are actors in Mad Men.
I didn't think anyone would spot that. They are the surnames of women who appear in Mad Men. Next group, Penny Black, Bombay Sapphire, Double Florin, Crimea Medal.
I think this is something about them being auctioned, and they're the highest price for an auction.
No, that's a very good guess. I can absolutely see your thinking. Not it, though. They are things that carry portraits of Queen Victoria. Of course, you can see why the Crimea Medal, the Double Florin and the Penny Blackwood, because they date from that time, and the Bombay Sapphire also does. Queen Victoria. And the last one, Beefeater, Citadel, Tanqueray, Cork Dry.
I believe they're brands of gin.
They absolutely are. Your problem there, I mean, it was like my bathroom cabinet at home. So many gins, it was hard to choose. So you get 4 points for finding the groups, 3 more for the connections. That's a total of 7. Let's see how that affects the scores going into the last round. The festival fans have 12 points. The Celts have 14. And if that made you want to play a connecting wall, I think you're a masochist. But you can satisfy yourself on our website, where you can even write your own. We, though, are going to decide who goes through to the final with the missing vowels round. Fingers on buzzers, teams. The first group are all provinces of South Africa. Fans?
Eastern Cape.
Correct. Fans?
Limpopo.
Correct. Celts?
Free State.
Correct. Celts?
KwaZulu-Natal.
Correct. Next category, schools of thought. Celts?
Stoicism.
Correct. Fans?
Empiricism.
Correct. Fans?
Epicureanism.
Not it, I'm afraid. Celts, do you know it?
Epicureanism.
That's it. Next clue. Celts?
Romanticism.
Correct. Next category, things people say when breaking up. Celts?
It's not you, it's me.
Correct. Celts?
We should see other people.
Correct. Fans?
I need some space.
Oh, it's all so familiar, correct. Celts?
Don't you love me anymore?
I'm afraid that's not it. You lose a point. Fans, do you know it?
I don't love you anymore.
That's it. That bell signals the end of the quiz. And the results are the festival fans finish with 16 points, but the winners and through to the final with 20 points, it's the Celts.
Oh, my God.
Goodness me, how those break-up phrases tripped off the tongue for all of you. But I'm afraid it's the festival fans. It's not that I don't love you anymore. It's not even that I need space. It's just how it works. It's the world. It's fate. I'm sorry. We have to say goodbye. Thank you for playing. You've been a brilliant team. Celts, many congratulations. You're through to the final. So we'll see you again. Thank you for watching. And if you found any of those questions incomprehensible, don't worry. Many of them are now part of a one-time pad code whereby MI6 send messages to agents in the field that have infiltrated Al-Qaeda. Either that, or it's a normal question that you're not smart enough to get. Goodbye.